Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to this week's Commitments of Traders review. Today we're going to have a look at the 48th COT report in 2014. As usual, we're going to start off with the changes in commercials position, so here we go. As you can see, we've got Oats on top of our list with a 43% change in commercials positions. You can see the change size over here. You can see that small speculators have rapidly changed their positions also. Of course, this can be considered a bullish COT change signal. We're expecting prices to rally on this signal in the near future. At least if we look at the past, you can see how Oats reacted to these larger change signals. Let's open a 5-year chart and see how extreme this market has become. You can see that basically we cannot talk about a large extreme. We have had large bullish extremes and on this 5-year chart I'm showing you right now over here. Basically, whenever commercials manage to go above the zero line, in most cases, of course, even getting closer to it, were good signals as well. We're not at that level, neither at the opposite one when the commercials were at roughly 8,000 contracts net short level. So it's really the change size that may affect prices in the near future. Wheat is our next market, 26% change in commercials positions over there. With this change size, they have just gone below the zero line, becoming net short. So it's basically commercials and small speculators on the short side of the market and large speculators on the long side at the moment. This change size, of course, was a bearish COT change signal. If you look at the chart, pretty large actually, pretty large change in wheat this week. Let's open the 5-year chart and see how extreme this market is. You can see that we are moving away from bullish extreme levels as prices are going higher. So that's not surprising at all. Of course, there's some pretty long distance before we reach any bearish extreme levels. You can see some relative ones in the past, of course, all-time or close to all-time levels, really far from the level we're at right now. So it's I'd say that extreme-wise, we do have space left for the rally to continue. And S&P 500, our next market, with a 23% change in commercials positions. But this change size is pretty average if you look at the chart on this 1-year chart. It is, though, a bearish signal, of course. But since we have so many similar changes, it's difficult to tell whether this would have any effect on prices or not. But opening the 5-year chart, we can see how extreme this market is becoming, and you can see that we're getting closer to bearish levels, but there's still a little bit far from from large extreme levels if you look at the chart over here. Moving on to large speculator COT Extreme, here we go. We've got all-time extreme in copper and the Mexican peso, not only in large speculators but also in commercials positions. Let's start with copper first and see how this extreme looks on the 5-year chart first. Here we go. You can see it's huge, it's gigantic. It is a bullish extreme, and if you look at the chart, you can see how well this metal always reacted to these large extremes in the past. So we are expecting a similar effect and see prices going a bit higher. The Mexican peso, is our next market, 5-year chart. Let's open a huge decline over there if you look at the chart. And of course, not surprisingly, we have this bullish extreme. Okay, it is a difficult trade if you look at the dynamics of this decline, where to enter. But anyhow, it's really not the topic how to enter a trade, just the fact that the stress level is huge in this market. Never seen such an extreme in Mexican peso COT history. So that's something we should keep in mind. And of course, the fact that as similarly to other currency markets, the Mexican peso reacted to these COT extremes pretty nicely in the past. So it's another market that you should have your eyes on. And last but not least, we have the British pound with a 63 report extreme. So a little jump over there. Not as extreme, of course, as the Mexican peso or the copper, but still it's a relatively larger extreme. If you look at the chart, you can also see it has some space left to really get to all-time extreme levels. But anyhow, it is a bullish extreme. possibly affecting prices, or at least taking the wind out of this the sail of the decline. Maybe, who knows? It's difficult to tell. We're not at bearish all-time extreme levels. Sorry, bullish all-time extreme levels. That's for sure. We still got some space left to reach those levels. So this decline may easily continue for some time. Even if you look at small speculators, they're a little bit far away from their all-time extreme levels also. Okay, that's going to be all for this review. If you'd like to have a look at other COT charts, you can do so at our COT charts page. If you'd like to have a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis, then of course you can check out our COT analysis page, where you can look at new COT report types, other data types, do your historical analysis. Of course, you can look at all markets, even market complexes, and of course look at other change as well, and add long-term trend, volume and open interest scores, and the COT index to your table. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.